See, I will tell you what is the strategy of reorder paragraph. So you have been given different small paragraphs, okay, and you have to give them a sequence. You have to place them sequence wise. Means which paragraph should come first, which should be next, and which should be following paragraph. So this is the you have to sequence that you have to follow. So first of all, the first thing that you have to see is which paragraph will come first. Always you have to see that. So first of all, we will see which paragraph cannot come first. So the paragraph that starts with any connector, that starts with any connector can never come first. For example, the connectors can be, if the connectors are moreover, furthermore, apart from this, along with this, additionally, in addition to this, or there is contrast connector like however, if any statement is starting with however, it can never be the first. However, but on the contrary, in contrast, or if such is there, if any statement is starting with such, therefore, as a result, consequently. So if all these connectors, if any sentence is starting with these connectors, it can never be first. Other thing is, if a statement starts with a personal pronoun, it can never be the first. For example, he, she, it, they, or relative clauses, these, those, this, that. So if the statement is starting with these ones, it can also be never be the first one. So we will always see that which cannot be the first one. Now, which can be the first ones? These cannot be the first ones. Which can be the first one? Always any definition is given, it would be the first one. Or any name is given, name of the country, name with surname, it should be the first. This doesn't apply 100%, but 80% this applies. Definition, name with surname, name of a country, name of any place, name, okay? All that will come first. Now see, we have been given some paragraphs. So, first is freight, now see, if we have if we have placed the first paragraph, now we have to see what should be the next paragraph. The next paragraph should be related to the information which was incomplete in first paragraph. The information that started in the first paragraph, and through the ending that information ended, next paragraph should start with that information, related to that information only. Okay, did you get my point?
Yes, yes.
So let's see which should be the first one. Freight forwarders can help demystify the process. Now see, the process. The process means they have used the process. It means they are referring to some process. This means this cannot be the first one, because we don't know which process they are talking about. So this can't be the first one. Thanks to international trade and maritime laws, shipping via ocean can be complicated. Again, this doesn't seem, because this is the information is incomplete. This doesn't seem the first one. Sea freight forwarders are an important link in the supply chain as they coordinate the entire logistic process from export to shipping. Yeah, this can be. Role of sea freight in supply chain is generally to move. Now see, here definition is given that what is sea freight and what is its role. Generally to move large quantities of goods from one continent to another. It seems a definition. So most probably this can be the first one. Let me erase this. So we will place this one at the first position. Now see, which should be the next information. What they are talking about, the role of sea freight in the supply chain is generally to move large quantities of goods from one continent to another. Now, next they are talking about sea freight forwarders, which is an important link in the supply chain. Because here also they mentioned supply chain and here also. So this can be the second one. They are further giving explanation, further explanation. Now they are talking about from ocean to shopping via ocean carriers to import. Now they are saying that this process can be complicated. Thanks to international trade and maritime laws, shipping via ocean can be complicated. So this can become next because here they are, because here they mentioned it is complicated and here they are saying that they can demystify the process to ensure it goes smoothly because it gets complicated. Means when they say it's complicated, then they present the solution for making it easy and smooth. So this can be followed by this. Okay, let's submit it. The good thing about this question is that you will get you will get scores in pairs. See, we got 3 out of 3. If your one pair is right, if this pair was right or this pair was right, you will get 1 score for each pair. If this is wrong, but this pair is right, this sequence was right, so you will get 1 score for that. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Now see, here we have been given 4 paragraph, 4 lines. In ancient China, more than 2000 years ago, people already touted the beverage. Now see the beverage. Which beverage? It means they are referring to the previous information where the beverage must have been talked about. Now they have used the beverage. The beverage means they are referring to a previous information. So this can't be the first one. While there is some research exploring the connection between green tea and weight management, the evidence on whether a cup of drink can truly melt away pounds remains inconclusive. Yeah, this can also be there. For centuries, green tea has been promoted as a helpful tool for weight loss. Today, it remains no, it is used. So it can never be the first one. This can never be, this is not the first one. So we have to select this one or this one. What do you think? I think this one should be the first. For centuries, green tea has been promoted as a helpful tool for weight loss. Or while there's some research exploring the connection between green tea.
Third one.
What do you think?
Third one.
Third one, yes. Hmm. What do you think? Which should be the next? Promoted. Now we have to see how people promoted it. See, here we can see the connection for people. Here it has been promoted, and here people already touted the beverage for its slimming effects. Means they promoted it. Now they explained it, that how people promoted it. In ancient China, more than 2000 years, people already touted the beverage for its slimming effects. Now they had talked about 2000 years. Now, what about today? Today, it remains a common feature in diet books and meal plans. While there is some research exploring the connection between green tea and weight management, the evidence on whether a few cups. Now, you see here, the evidence remains inconclusive. So the evidence remains inconclusive. It should be last one. We can go for this one. Let's see. Correct. So this is the right sequence. Because this here, they talked about it is promoted. Then next information goes with people promoted it. These are connected. Then they talked about 2000 years. Then they talked about today. And then inconclusive.